What is 6'4", 210 pounds, 7% body fat, and pure muscle? My next guest, Austin Griner, coming up, is all about you.
Baby, it's you, baby, it's you, baby, it's you, baby, it's you.
Austin, welcome to the show.
Glad to be here.
I was very impressed when you reached out to me, and I was like, this guy is huge. But the neat thing, you're like 6'4", like I said, 210 pounds, and you're lean, 7% body fat.
Stay that way.
I mean, how much workout do you have to do to stay like that?
I work out 6 days a week, traditionally. It don't ever change. I don't miss a day. Where I take Sunday off for my family day, always.
Yeah.
I like spending time with my family on my Sunday. But I work out for like, it used to be about 3 hours. Now I've toned it down to 2, and sometimes I can get it down to 1. Unless I'm changing up some drastically. Like now I'm following Dorian Yates, which he did 2 warm-up sets and then 2 sets to failure. So that only takes minimal time. Like I did chest the other day in 30 minutes. I did shoulders yesterday for 20 minutes. And I'm sore as crap still.
Well, I got up this morning and I stretched really good.
So yeah, I did that too.
Now, do you teach? I mean,
Oh yeah, I do some training as well.
Training,
Actually,
yeah.
after I leave here, I'm going to go train a guy in Adel.
That's where you're from.
It is.
Adel,
I train
Georgia.
at Bud's Gym.
And you train where now?
Bud's Gym.
Okay. And you go to ABAC
I do.
in Tifton.
In Tifton, yes sir.
You're 19 years old.
I'm a business major there.
My gosh almighty. So when you work out, I mean, is this something that you compete? Are you looking to compete? Do you compete?
I do. Yes sir, I do. I actually have a competition coming up in April on the 18th. Very excited to do that. All natural competition in Noonan, Georgia. You're more than welcome to come. Need all the fans I can get. Yeah, I'm very excited about it. Yes, sir.
Well, what you should do is have someone. If I can't make it, if whoever goes, let them film that and send
It's
it to
getting
us,
filmed. Oh yeah.
and we'll throw it on the show.
Oh, definitely,
Have you
yeah.
come back and talk about it and stuff. So
Yeah, it's going to be a good experience.
now, do you cook? I mean, like I ask this a lot of all the bodybuilders that I meet. I mean, do you eat a lot?
I do. Usually 6 to 7 meals a day, and the first 4 are pretty big, and then you have a couple snacks. Like I drink 2 to 3 protein shakes a day. You can consider that like a meal and a half to 2 meals because they're supplement shakes. And then you have little snacks like peanut butter. I'll eat some of that, and then egg whites right before I go to bed. Slices of bread throughout the day sometimes. When I wake up, I eat 2 slices of bread. I drink egg whites out of a carton for like 5 seconds. I don't really measure those out. And then I make a fruit smoothie with blueberries and strawberries.
Now that sounds good.
Yeah. And that's my breakfast. And then like an hour or 2 later, I'll drink a protein shake. And then after that, I'll eat one of my big meals like you've seen in my 6-pack fitness bag over there.
That's what I was going to say is that still smells good, by the way.
Yeah.
What you warmed up, and
Oh,
I was
yeah,
looking, I was like, dang, that smells so good. Chicken and...
Yeah, it's chicken, and that one was some whole wheat pasta that I made with some tomatoes, Greek yogurt.
You cook.
I cook.
Yeah.
Yep. I cook all that 7 days out of the week. It takes me about an hour and a half to cook and clean everything. And I also do like little chores between that. Like I'll do laundry while I'm running back and forth. It's actually a really hectic hour and a half. But I'll have the chicken on the. I just got around to cooking it on the stove in a skillet. But I'll get my chicken in a Ziploc bag, and I'll put lime juice and hot sauce, and I'll dump some garlic powder, salt and pepper, and let it sit there for like 10 minutes, and then I'll cook it on there. It's good.
Dude, I've got to have you to come over to the studio and cook for us.
Oh yeah, I'll do it, man.
I mean, seriously, we'll have a
good.
segment. Let's take a break. When we come back, I want to talk to you about your girlfriend too, because you guys y'all work out together and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
as well, so we're gonna take a break. We'll be right back with Austin Griner.
For over 30 years, Stan's Quality Meats has been your go-to place for friendly service, guaranteed freshness, and a clean atmosphere. We offer the best competitive prices in Valdosta on meats, produce, and groceries. We sell fresh-picked fruits and vegetables and buy our products by the truckload for extra savings. Our prices are not specials, they're everyday low prices. Be sure to come see us at 1300 West Hill Avenue for all your meat and produce needs. Stan's Quality Meats, a name you can trust.
We're back with Austin Griner, bodybuilder, all-around nice guy. We were saying some things during the break. You play
Paintball.
paintball.
I'm actually. I used to be really big into it, and now I quit for a little bit because school started, got a little hectic. But my cousin was in one of my classes, and he said he played paintball. So we're gonna get together and we're gonna go play tomorrow. I actually just went by this SOS, which is the only paintball store around here, really,
Yeah.
and I picked up some stuff right before I came here. So we're gonna be.
That's pretty big still, though, isn't it?
Yeah, paintball is an
Yeah.
awesome sport, man. I have a lot of expensive stuff with it.
Now, you do other things as well.
Yeah, scuba dive. I can now classify myself as an inventor.
Tell me about it.
I made a drink product, but I can't really. I got to be a little vague on it. I have a promised meeting with a big soft drink company. As soon as it hits like small stores like Harvey's or some gas stations, 'cause I know like little owners that could put it in their stores. And as soon as
Right.
it gets selling around there, I have a promised meeting with a big soft drink company, and hopefully they'll buy a portion of it and
So
maybe get
you've
some
got
stocks.
an inside.
Yeah, inside I have it.
You got a
I
person
have a hookup.
inside that
Yeah, I
has
got a
done
hookup.
something for this soft drink company that is pushing you as
Yeah.
well. And dude, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, but if that happens, you've got to come back on the show.
Oh,
and
definitely.
tell me about it and tell everybody about it.
We gotta let
and
the fans
bring it
know.
to me so I can taste it. We're gonna take a break. We'll be right back with Austin Griner.
Have you always dreamed of legs like this? Do you have varicose or spider veins? Do you suffer from heavy, achy legs, restless legs, swelling, or leg ulcers? Call and make an appointment at Southern Vein and Laser Center.
The surgery that I had was incredible. Pain-free, explained to me thoroughly before we started, and the follow-up was perfect.
My team of vein specialists will provide you with the best care available.
The treatment was great. I was in and out in a timely manner, and they kept me well informed of the procedures they were doing and everything that was happening.
I would definitely recommend Southern Vein and Laser Center to anyone who asks.
At Southern Vein and Laser Center, we offer state-of-the-art vein treatments. And the great thing is that they're covered by most insurance.
The staff and physicians are friendly, the physicians are knowledgeable, and when I leave here I look back and think, wow, I've had a really great time, and I just left the doctor. You don't find that happening nowadays.
What's your aspirations? I mean, you told me earlier as well that you did some modeling, or
I've done some photo shoots. I've actually done. I used to be really big into wakeboarding.
bigger than.
Paintball and all that other stuff.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's one of my old sports that I was really big into. Like I said, I lived on a lake.
Yeah.
I did a photo shoot with my wakeboard. That was when I was about 16. Some old stuff, and then I did a little bit of modeling, fitness modeling, what you could call it. For I can't even remember the name of them, to be honest.
Don't you have those off times that you're like, oh,
Off season?
I'm not there yet, or
Nah, man, I stay lean 100% of the
well,
year.
see, and you mentioned something earlier that kind of stuck to me, and you're one of the first people I've talked to that's told me that. But you said you're like 100% natural.
I am 100% natural, yes, sir.
Okay.
I try to stay drug free all the way around.
Yeah.
I guess the closest thing you could say that would be closest to steroids is a tribulus product, but that's like derived out of leaves. So it's like a natural testosterone leveler, just so your testosterone levels don't spike back and forth, which is really bad for muscle growth. But I take that, and that's.
So, without going in real deep with this, but does that still happen? I mean, I'm very naive when it comes to, because I know steroids was always, it used to be when you
Steroids
see.
is beyond common.
Really? Still?
Oh God, it's just got a lot more secretive. There's plenty. Yeah, I mean, if you walk into a gym, I can guarantee you, all the guys that look pretty good, about half of them are juicing more than likely.
Is that acceptable now? I mean,
People don't really
again,
care
you're
unless
speaking to
you
some- I
can.
don't
Unless you
workouts.
compete in 100% natural competition, it's not going to make a difference. You can compete in NPC and quit your cycle 2 months before, and it's going to be 100% out of your system. And you go there and take a P test or whatever. It's it's going to be out of your system, and it ain't going
Yeah.
to matter to them. Athletes, football players, baseball players, you get into college and it's there.
Yeah. What are some of the other things you look to get into? I mean, I know you're talking about the business stuff of that's why you're going to ABAC and
Yes, sir.
that kind of thing. But modeling, acting.
Yeah,
I mean, of course, I'm going to bring up acting, being a filmmaker.
yeah.
So,
Acting has always came very naturally to me. I'm not nervous in any scene that I've
Yeah.
ever been in. Always been a really open guy. I don't care if there's a camera in front of my face or not.
So you're definitely not camera shy.
Definitely not. No.
That's a plus.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a plus.
I'm real quick on my feet, so my mind, I tend to stutter a lot because my mind usually thinks a little faster than my mouth
Yeah.
can speak, which is not good. My mom tells me that's a bad thing.
I've not picked up any of that. I think you're doing a great job.
Yeah, I actually got a little bit of a cold right now. I'm having a hard time breathing. Yeah, I do. My main things I do are bodybuilding, business, paintball, wakeboarding, scuba diving. Gosh, I mean, just about anything you can think of,
Yeah.
I love to do. I'm a go-getter.
You seem like you're a hard worker too. I noticed when you came in, you had to change and stuff, and
Yeah, I had
you're
duct
kinda-
tape on my hand.
I saw
Got a
that.
fractured finger. Yeah.
Thought he was all beat up here.
Yeah,
Got in a fight
I
on
work.
that.
I'm helping my dad out right now with flooring. He's one of the biggest flooring guys in town. He does all the big houses in Kinderloo, all the new construction houses like that you would see. They're real nice, the big ones.
Yeah.
We usually do wood and carpet on an average day, and then on those off days we'll do like little apartments or demolition jobs, and then repairs, stuff like that.
Now, I've got to tell you this because I used to own a furniture store, and I hired a couple of guys who were bodybuilders. One was
Uh-huh.
shaped like you, and the other was a little shorter than you. And those were two of the laziest individuals I've ever. I
I'll
mean,
tell you
seriously,
why. I'll tell you why. They were overtraining.
they were lazy.
It's if you overtrain, and more than likely you do not know you're overtraining, man, the toll is horrible. Man, you'll wake up the next day. The only thing you'll have energy for is going to the gym. I promise. It's the only thing you look forward to. Overtraining is a horrible, horrible disease in the bodybuilding world. You'll wake up, you'll feel like you got hit by a train. You're sore everywhere. You can't go do anything. You can't pick anything up. But for some reason, when you get in the gym, it works.
Yeah.
But then, and your lifts will gradually go down and down and down and down. And then you're like, oh crap, what's going on? Then that's usually when people start, shooting steroids, because
Oh, Lord. Yeah.
that's what that steroids causes much faster muscle repair.
Oh.
You're just a whole new human then, until you get like 30, and you're. But
you made me lose my train of thought. It was funny, but the guys that I had on the 5 bodybuilders that invade the Roy show, that was a couple of months ago, and I asked them. I said, "This is hard work," and I said, "This is like a job," and each one of them said, "Yes, it was." And I asked them a question. I said, "Do you remember the first day that you wanted to be
yes,
this?
I do.
When was it?"
It was about 2 years ago, and I said, I've
That's
always.
not long ago.
It's not long ago. I actually started bodybuilding like I do now, a year and 9 months ago. It took me 3 months. I'm real big on research. I'm not going to do it unless I know how to do it.
Right.
I know a lot about what I do and how to do it. So I did a lot of research for about 3 months, and I finally decided in my senior year in high school, my first semester in high school as a senior, I was like, all right, I'm about to start. So I got a membership at Anytime Fitness after I'd done all my research. And I was 6'3", 130 pounds. I think I told you that. And I've gained, nearly 85 pounds. That's insane to me.
But I want to bring up your girlfriend.
Oh yeah, that's a fitness chick right there. She loves it. She's a little fit
She
chick.
showed
now.
me a picture of her abs. And I'm like,
Yeah,
"God,
she's
I'm so
ripped."
jealous.
Well, she also was a gymnast, and now she teaches some gym class, or like gymnastic classes, tumbling classes, things
Where's
like
that
that.
at?
In Adel.
Okay.
She's gotten really addicted to it all of a sudden. About 3 months ago, before she was off and on, off and on, off and on. She's always had a gym membership with me, and she'd come up there and work out with me every now and again. Now she goes every day by herself if I'm not there, does her own thing.
Yeah.
And she says she's going all kinds of beast mode by herself. She's made a lot of improvements. She started taking protein powder finally. She's wondering why she wouldn't stop getting sore. She started drinking amino acids, which is really good for muscle repair. It's a building block of protein, so you get more protein to your muscles. It can repair faster. Yeah, she's getting pretty big into it.
Yeah.
And she actually, I mentioned competing with me in this next competition I'm doing, and she said she might. She's looking forward to.
That is so neat that
future
y'all have
competing.
that same interest. To
Yeah.
do. I mean, and what a great support for you. You drink like I saw you with a gallon of water earlier, and you drink like 2 gallons of water.
Yeah, that's
Do
that's
you
really
ever
good
have
for
that
your health.
desire where you want that Coke or Pepsi?
No,
or-
man.
See, I don't either. to
I've
be
never
honest
I've
with
never
you.
been
Yeah.
big into soda.
Yeah.
I was, one day about 3 years ago, I put down a soda and I was like, I don't want that anymore.
Yeah.
It's not appetizing for me to drink. I drink it, it hurts my throat, and then you get bad teeth and
Yeah.
I just felt nasty. Now I barely even have to brush my teeth twice a day. Like I've almost forced myself to, because when I eat, I don't eat any candy. I don't.
Right.
I have all my
Your
bodybuilding
teeth
food.
are perfect.
Yeah,
My
I try.
God.
I mean,
They're
I don't get
glowing.
any. I don't get any sugar on my teeth. No coffee, none of that. So no
Oh
stain.
my gosh, I've got to have my coffee now. I'll die without my coffee. Now you're really like into health food and
I am.
taking care, and I mean,
One of the reasons why I'm not on steroids.
yeah. Is there a thing where you go through certain weeks though when you compete? I mean, like you can't eat.
Yeah, well, the week. Well,
I'm only going by some of the things I picked up from people I actually know that.
10 days before the competition, where it gets really hectic, that's when you got to start cutting out sodium, which is in everything.
And sugar, yeah.
Yeah, sodium, sugar. You're really out of your carbs for a little bit. Like I go from eating 300 grams of carbs to 150, so I cut my carbs in half, and then my protein has to stay the same. So you're pretty hungry for the 10 days.
Yeah.
Like very, and then about a day out, you can't drink any water, and you have to do like 3 hours of cardio and a sweatsuit. So you drop every bit of water weight you have, and then you start looking pretty nasty. In about a month, I'll be in my, you could call it freak mode, because I'll be veined up everywhere. It looks
Yeah.
pretty nasty. But yeah, it gets pretty hectic around competition time.
When we were filming some series, the first set of series for Battle of the Cursed, our Vampire Werewolf movie, we had a pretty big guy, bodybuilder, and he would. It was funny because some weeks he'll come in to film his scenes, most fun guy in the world to be around. Some weeks
You get pissed when
he
you're
was
hungry.
going to film what you call those compression shorts or something. He had a fight scene where he was going to do that. Man, that entire week, no one wanted to be around him. I mean, he'd walk in and everybody just scatter, because they could tell that was the week that he was doing, he was off of something, or
Yeah.
and not eating. and starving himself to, or whatever you call it, but so it was up and down on that. So
Yeah, when
did
you're
you
hungry,
go through that?
No, I don't really get all that angry anymore.
Yeah.
I used to have really bad anger issues, and then all of a sudden my life got easier. I don't know. I guess it could have been gym. That's a good
Well,
place
the
to take your
health
anger
food
out.
too. I mean,
Yeah.
you're a healthy eater, and that says a lot. I mean, I know a lot of people that aren't eating like they should. I mean,
Yeah.
a body, we're supposed to eat.
Yeah.
And
Most
I
definitely.
know males and females that will starve themselves, and
It's just idiotic because that's
and-
the first way to get fat.
and it's also the first way to get into an argument with them because they're in a bad mood,
Yeah.
and it's like, gee, I don't want to be around them. Then the next week or so, they're like,
People think if you don't eat, you're going to lose weight. And actually, what happens is your body, which is very adaptable to everything, one of the most adaptable machines in the whole world. When you don't eat, then your body learns how to keep everything in, to use fuel.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, when you do want to eat, it doesn't know how to put waste out.
Right.
So you gain weight like crazy. Right when you get back into it, you'll gain probably 15, 20 pounds.
Yeah.
And you'll be bigger than when you was when you started. So there's no reason.
Well, again, like I said, and I know I need to wrap this up, but I could talk to you all day. The people are going to see your photos, and how can someone? I mean, if you're training, would they be able to contact you if they're
Most
interested?
definitely.
Training, all right.
You can contact me at grinerfit@gmail.com, 229-251-4274. Come
put
find
that
me at
on-
Bud's Gym.
We'll put that on the website too. So, well, look, I do want you to come back. I want you to come back and let's do a cooking segment because
All right.
that food smells so good. I'm starving right now, and all this talk about food. But if I'm going to eat healthy, I might as well let you come over and cook something for us.
Most
man.
definitely.
That would be awesome.
It'd be cool.
Thank you so much for being on the show.
You're very
We're
welcome.
going to put the
It was
information
great.
on there. We're going to have those photos on the show too. So, and we'll see you soon. Thank you for watching the segment. And again, remember, it's all about you.